Sure. Tell us, why is the Red Kettle Campaign so important?
Well, there's in this country, there is an estimated 40 million people living in poverty right now. There is a 500,000 people homeless right now. 20% of that 500,000 people are under the age of 18. Every night around the country, the Salvation Army houses almost 30,000 people. Every week, the Salvation Army feeds almost 1 million people. And so the money that's raised stays locally to combat poverty in that community. And so when people pass the Red Kettle and they give, and this year they can give with their smart technology. We have Kettle Pay, and we want to make giving easy, and so that that money is able to go all year round to serve people in poverty.
How can viewers help those living in poverty with this holiday season?
Well, first of all, they can donate to the Red Kettle. Either they can put their money in or use their smartphone. They can volunteer. They can go to any Salvation Army facility and serve people firsthand. This year, not only are we feeding thousands of people across the country, but thousands of people are volunteering to serve at Thanksgiving dinners and at Christmas dinners, delivering home food, food to people at home. So give money is one thing, but I would say even more than that, get involved. Get to know people, and you know, when you do that, you realize that people living in poverty are just that. They're people, just like you, just like me, and working together with the Cowboys and others in the community, we can really make a difference for good.
Next question. Charlotte, why is the partnership with the Salvation Army so important to the Jones family and the Dallas Cowboys?
Well, we're entering our 23rd year to launch the National Red Kettle Campaign with the Salvation Army, and this has been an amazing partnership for us, where we have been able to leverage the visibility and the interest in our game and Thanksgiving Day in the middle of halftime, and partner with the Salvation Army, who are truly making an impact in our community. And if we can inspire people, if we can let them understand more about the Salvation Army, and hopefully they too will give and get involved, then we are truly doing the most good to make the biggest impact we can in our community. We're excited to bring the enthusiasm to the middle of the game, to partner with a great entertainer like Ellie Goulding, and stand alongside the Salvation Army on Thanksgiving today to make life better for others.
And you even got Siri involved.
And yes, you can donate, you can get involved, you can volunteer, you can ask Alexa, you can ask Google, any way you want to do it, you can donate to the Salvation Army. Put your money in that kettle, just like Zeke put himself, put his quarterback. You can make a difference just by donating to the Salvation Army.
Okay. How is the money that's raised during the Red Kettle Drive used to help people? And you kind of addressed that, sir. Tell us a little.
Well, first of all, money that's donated locally stays locally. And it's help serving people in a community based upon the needs in that community. And so in one city, there may be the Salvation Army is best serving people that are homeless. In other places, it's feeding. In other places, it's childcare. It's whatever the needs that are in that community. The money raised in that community stays in that community to help serve the people in need in that community.
Why is the partnership with the Salvation Army so close to your heart, the Joneses family and the Dallas Cowboys?
You know, when I think of the Salvation Army, I think of Army. I think of all of those great officers that have dedicated their lives to putting shoes on people, to having Christmas for people who can't do it otherwise. I think of those almost 3 million volunteers. I think of the 130 years of service to an area of this country that, while people are having board meetings, while people are trying to figure how to address a problem, they're out putting the shoes on and feeding them. That's the Salvation Army for me. So I think of the practical aspect. If you want to help your community, if you want the dollar to go directly to the people that need it, maybe with a little more extra because of the talent of the Salvation Army, put it in the Red Kettle. For the Cowboys to get to be an agent and use all this probably misplaced visibility and interest in this country. For us to get here in front of millions of people, arguably the second most watched program in all of television, and say, boy, go get them, Salvation Army, go get them in your communities, and have our players jump in and create more attention to what the Salvation Army is about, to me, that's a big attaboy for sport. That's a big attaboy. We get enough criticism. This is an attaboy to get people interested in the Salvation Army.
Last question for Charlotte. Okay, Charlotte, last question. How can viewers help volunteer to ring a bell and collect donations during the holidays? So how can they help?
We hope that this Thanksgiving halftime inspires our viewers to get involved. We hope they step out and volunteer. We hope they pick an angel off the tree to give Christmas to children who won't have one. We hope they ask Alexa and Google so they can donate to the Salvation Army. We hope they text to give. We hope they get involved. We hope that this inspires them too to do their part in the community and help others who need it the most.